Welcome Sagittarius to your reading for the month of September 2024. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And I'm going to be looking at your recent past, your present and your near future. Sorry guys. And it is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. However, do watch right through till the end because there may well be messages throughout the reading that do resonate. And if anyone is interested in a private reading with me, please email me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. I will never reach out to you without prompting via email, social media or any other platform regarding anything. So please, if anyone does and you haven't asked me to email you, it's not me. So just please ignore it if possible. Block it, delete, report, do whatever, but don't fall for it. So Sagittarius, what kind of reading are you going to give me today? Are you going to put me through it again? Or is it going to be an easy reading for me? Because you like to challenge me as a reader, I've noticed. The mind of a Sagittarian is a labyrinth. Let's see. Okay. So, recent past. In your recent past, Sagittarius, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Feels like something that you were set on or even looking forward to has lost its attraction for some reason. There's almost a halt in. It's a strange one because what they're telling me doesn't make sense for me, for you. They're telling me that you it was something that took you out of your comfort zone and it scared you off. And I don't believe that, because I don't think there's many things that take you out of your comfort zone, Sagittarius, to be honest. But maybe I'm wrong. Something you decided to do and then backed out at the last minute. But whatever this was, it would have been really good for you, Sagittarius. It was a path to some growth. It would have taught you a lot. Would have opened up your eyes to a lot of things. So I don't know what this is, but the Page of Pentacles also coming in to show that you are still, or you were still planting the seeds of, what's the word? This isn't about opportunity with you. It's about things that spark your interest, that keep you fascinated. And there's always something, Sagittarius, with you, which draws your, your interest, that you're drawn to like a magnet. And I don't know what this one's about, but I do feel something going on here that you're drawn to. We've got the Tower in reverse. So something that you've managed to avoid, potential disaster or chaos of some kind, seems to have been avoided. And we've also got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there could be a lack of, there has been a lack of grounding or structure around you in the recent past. Maybe a bit too much of this free spirit energy going on, but let's see. So 3 of Wands in reverse. Let's get some clarity. Three of Wands is clarified by the 2 of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the 7 of Wands. It's almost like whatever this was that you backed out of, it really does feel like it happened at the last minute. Because it feels like something that was planned for quite some time. With the 2 of Wands in reverse as well, this is kind of taking me back to early plans that something you really put some thought into. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. I mean, for some of you, this might be regarding someone. It could be regarding an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the feeling I'm getting from this is that you kind of got some kind of red flag around this person at the last minute, and that's why you backed out. Or you felt like this person wasn't being honest with you, or something didn't feel right, or you saw another side of them. I don't know, but whatever this is, whether it's about a person or not, the King of Swords in reverse can also tell me that you it just didn't feel right. I don't know how else to put this, because I'm getting this kind of energy of almost wanting to go against those thoughts and just go do whatever this was anyway, but you couldn't ignore it. And the 7 of Wands is, I think this is about you fighting your feelings, fighting the urge to not go, and you had to listen to your gut, I suppose. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. So you're still dipping your toe into something here. You're still drawn to something. It's like you're still drawn to something that you know deep down is not what you think it is. But for some reason you can't seem to switch off from it. With the Moon in reverse, this can be about illusion. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This just makes me feel, with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, makes me feel like you're being, not coerced, could be a bit of that, coerced into something. I feel like there's a bit of emotional blackmail going on here. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So someone here is trying to appeal to every side of you. They're trying to appeal to to your divine masculine, your divine feminine. It's like, I feel if this is about a person, they know which buttons to press. And that's why you're having difficulty, like, letting go of this. It's, I don't know, it's a strange one. So the Tower in reverse, I feel like this is about you actually did the right thing by not engaging with whatever this was, because if you had done, I think it would have led you down quite a sticky path. And this is clarified by the Lovers, the Five of Wands, and the Star in reverse. Yeah, you really had to fight the urge. As I said, this could be about what could have been a potential relationship, but you fought that. And the Five of Wands in reverse is giving me the energy of leading yourself away from getting involved with something that you knew could have been quite complicated or complex. And the Star in reverse, yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't like saying this, but I feel like this person could have been struggling in some way with their mental health. So I feel like someone was acting quite erratically. So let's see the King of Pentacles in reverse. Clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, Judgment, and the Devil. So it's kind of, it did kind of, not shake you up, but it did, you lost a bit of structure from this. You've got the Ace of Wands in reverse, which is whatever you thought this was to begin with, and you really thought this had a lot of potential. And I feel like at the time you thought, I've not been this excited about something for a long time, and it feels right, and it feels, this is what I've been waiting for, kind of energy. But then the Ace of Wands coming in the reverse position, no, I was wrong. The Judgment card in reverse. There's no blame here, Sagittarius. I feel like you've probably gone through a bit of a phase of calling yourself all sorts of names for being such a fool and all of this kind of thing. And there's no need for that, because it kind of actually it shows what strengths you have, in the respect that you are quite open-hearted, but you're also very easily hurt. The Devil, it's just, it's like I said at the beginning of this part of the reading, it's those things that fascinate you, that grab your attention, those things that are out of the things that are unusual, people that are unusual, not your usual everyday run-of-the-mill personalities or everyday run-of-the-mill situations that really grab your attention. And yeah, it is what it is, but you're not, I think you're learning as you go. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's see what's going on now in your present. Present energy, we have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil reversed. So with the Nine of Wands, so I feel like it's taken you a little bit to get back on track to where you were before, because I think your tendency is to question everything on a very deep level. And it's interesting because you're not one of the ones that would say, oh, this has happened to me, so therefore I'm going to put my guard up and I'm not going to allow this to happen again. In that respect, you're quite open. I don't think you would allow this situation to repeat itself per se. I think that's done. But if something similar came along that could potentially give you a bit of a red flag, you would still be open to it. You know, it's just, you're still open to the discovery of it. But, you know, with a bit of caution, if you like. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you really want to get going with something, but the energy around you is quite still. And the Seven of Pentacles. So there's an element here of you just sort of checking on your long-term plans or visions, maybe assessing what to do now, where were you going, because this felt like something you were focusing an awful lot on and now you're not, and it's like, I need to fill that hole that I've created now, because I feel I've got nothing to aim towards, if that makes sense. Or you have got something to aim towards, but it's not filling that void of, you know, that excitement and that enthusiasm and that all of that, the spark of interest and fascination that you had is not there now. The Devil in reverse. So if this was a person, and I don't know, Sagittarius, a personal situation had a hold over you and it doesn't anymore. And in a way that makes you sad. It's kind of like you kind of enjoyed that part of it. So let's clarify. So we are clarified, Nine of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So you're back to feeling like you're fighting for something but you don't know what it is. You're back to that feeling of searching for the oh God, what is it? The Holy Grail kind of energy, you know. It's like, I know it's out there, I know it's, I thought I'd found it but I hadn't, so I've got to carry on now until I find it. The Five of Wands is it's just you know, kind of an energy of conflict, because there's still something in your head which is telling you, maybe I was wrong. You're still not 100% sure that what you've just let go of, you did the right thing, because you're still deeply analysing it. But what you should be doing, Sagittarius, is deeply analysing what you've learned from it, because that will help you move on from it. The Seven of Swords is you're strategizing at this point. I think you're very good at that. I think, you know, when something like this happens, once you get over the initial shock of it, you will try your best to use it to your own advantage, to further yourself. So let's Eight of Pentacles it. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What is wrong with me? Clarified by the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're really looking for something that you can get stuck into again, something that, like I said, will spark your interest with the Fool. You want to find that feeling again of being excited for a new journey. The High Priestess. So I feel like you probably are one of the more connected signs, Sagittarius, when it comes to your spirituality. And I'm sure I've said this before, whether you have explored it or not, you probably rely on your intuition more than you realize, but you'll call it something like I don't know, you know, if I think something's okay, then I'll go with it. You'll say it's your head, you know, my logical brain or whatever, but it's actually, there's more to it than that. You will, like I said, you'll go deep with so many different things, the way you think about things. But it's not just whether it feels logical, it's whether it feels right. If something's calling to you, which is usually what makes you go with something because you feel like it's calling to you, then, you know, whether you like it or not, that's your intuition and you use it all the time. Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about work as well. With the Eight of Pentacles coming in reverse, it could indicate that you've lost a bit of your enthusiasm for whatever it is you do at work, if you are working. It's just like whatever this was has taken the shine off a few things for you, but you will get it back. I think it's just a process that you're going through. Three of Pentacles really showing that you're still being very creative. You're still being very inspirational, even, I would say, with people around you. You know, it's like, I don't think people will notice any changes in you. It's just you, because you'll overanalyze yourself much of the time. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Has left you feeling a bit kind of exposed in a way, what's happened here. A kind of feeling of you're searching again for something, but for some reason this time you feel much more alone doing it. I don't know why though. The Nine of Swords also showing that, you know, you might be, I don't think this is about stress or anxiety, but I do think that your head is so occupied not just with that, but it's kind of opened up a whole can of worms for you, Sagittarius, that it is kind of keeping you awake at night and you're thinking about all the possibilities and all the, you know, it's like the universe is in your head. And trust me, I felt it. And I don't want to go back there again because it's really complicated. Yeah, I just, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you don't want to rush anything. That's the thing. You don't really want to rush anything. And there's not a feeling that you're being rushed either. It's almost like it's the adrenaline rush that you get from finding that thing that hooks you in, and that's it. It's more about that than actually doing the thing at the end of it, if that makes sense. So the Devil in reverse, which is now the devil is no longer got a hold on you. That's why you're feeling a bit lost. It's like, come back. I want to be yeah. So the Devil in reverse is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it's just kind of, I think the more you think about this, Sagittarius, without giving yourself a break, the worse it's going to get, which is what we've got the Four of Cups with. You know, it's just saying, look, you need to stop because it's, at the moment you can't see the wood for the trees. You need to remove yourself from this energy and just give yourself a breather because it's just too much. The moon, the moon in this situation is that pull. It's the tides, you know, the moon and the tides, and yeah, I know it's something that you can't. That's what you're looking for, but you're not getting. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and I think we've had this before as well, is even though you don't want to be rushed, because we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, these two cards are at polar opposites to each other, because one is about not being rushed and the other one is about not wanting to be, you know, what you need things to be moving quicker. So it's like you're stuck in some kind of vortex that I don't know. It's a strange energy. So let's go with your near future. So we have the Ten of Cups reversed, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Cups. So Ten of Cups reversed, you're still lacking fulfillment in a lot of ways actually. You're not going to let go of this, are you? It's like you need to just give yourself a break, because otherwise, which is what's happening here, the things that you normally don't question or you enjoy are actually now feeling really flat. And the Hanged Man. So this is either about you waiting or feeling like you're in limbo, It's probably more about that, actually. It's probably more about the fact that you feel like you're in limbo. And the King of Cups in reverse. You are losing touch to a certain extent with your emotions as well here, Sagittarius. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, however, could indicate that there's something that, please, dear God, hopefully, there's something opening up here for you that's going to give you back that feeling of fulfillment. It's almost like with the King of Cups coming in reverse that you almost sort of gave up and you just thought, well, there's no point really. Not like that. That sounds really dark. I don't mean like that. I mean that you kind of resigned yourself to thinking that maybe there is no Holy Grail kind of thing. I don't know. Let's see anyway. Ten of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Three of Swords. Wow, I can't see. Excuse me. Now I've got to try and remember what that card is. Shadow side. I'm not sure if it's the Devil. Let me just check, because these cards are stupid. I hate it when they do this. Can you see? Instead of it being called the actual card, they give it some other name. So then I've got to look up the number, because I can't remember the numbers off by heart. Yeah, it's the Devil. I was right. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Devil in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's come out, well, both of these cards have come out a couple of times now. So this lack of emotional fulfillment or happiness even, it's actually because you're hurting. But it's a strange one, Sagittarius, because it's not like anybody has hurt you or there's a situation that you can heal from. It's kind of, I can't think of what I could compare this to. There's some deep sadness here, and I think the only thing I can really compare it to is if you were a child and for 5 years you had been looking forward to going to Disney World, and then at the last minute it's off, you're not going. It's just that complete, that complete loss of, I can't even imagine, but it's that kind of feeling. And it's something you've got to go through, The Devil in reverse, again, is because you've lost that attachment to this thing. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like everything you thought, not everything you thought, but everything you believed about this or the thing or person or whatever it is, to you now is all completely wrong. But I think you probably overthought that part of it. I think much of it may have been wrong, or some of it may have been wrong, but definitely not all of it. So the Hanged Man is clarified by, oh, there we go, the Ten of Cups. We're back. The Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So you are feeling like you're in limbo until this energy settles, and the energy will settle because we've got the Ten of Cups, which means you're back to your, you know, you have found happiness in the normal things that normally brings you joy, your family, your friends, whatever, having a coffee first thing in the morning, whatever it is that gives you the simple pleasures in life. The Ten of Swords is just about the acceptance that you're finding that this is, okay, whatever this was, it's ended. I can't do anything about that. I have to accept it and move on. And then the Two of Pentacles. So you're adapting to it. You're adapting to the change that this brings. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse, which I said is like you're a little bit distanced from yourself emotionally. Clarified by the Five of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So the Five of Swords, you're still doing that thing where you're blaming yourself for being naive or whatever you want to call it, but you weren't naive at all. You were just very open-hearted, and what you're trying to do now is confuse being open-hearted with being naive, and it's not the same thing. And that's what the Five of Swords is about. It's like you're fighting with your inner self, if you like. The Four of Pentacles. So you're trying to keep control, but you can't control your emotions, Sagittarius. That's one thing with you, is you're the sort of person that if we're talking about your feelings, whether it's for people, for things, for, you know, the things that spark your joy, your excitement, your, you know, whether, like I said, your love for something, you feel it and you fall so strong. And you can't control that. There's nothing you can do about that. The Queen of Cups coming in, which is great because it's coming in to counteract the King of Cups in reverse, which says that, you know, whether you like it or not, your heart will always be out of your control, unfortunately. You do fall hard and you can't do anything about it, as shown by the Ace of Cups. So what's this about? What are you falling for now? Is clarified by the Hermit, Two of Cups, and the Sun. What is going on here? Wow. So this is bizarre. If I look at this and I don't know anything about the rest of the reading, I'll be like, oh my God, you've fallen madly in love with someone and you've run off with them living happily ever after, and it looks like a Virgo with the Hermit. But actually I think this is, as of course it will be, because it's you, Sagittarius, it's much more complex than that. I think this, a lot of this is about you, first of all, healing from whatever's been going on here and learning to love yourself again on a deeper level. The Two of Cups is acceptance, really. It's accept, not just for yourself, but also acceptance for other people around you, because as you can do, start questioning everything a little bit too much or going too deep, or comparing one person to another person and asking yourself why they're so different, all this sort of stuff. But I just feel you're making much better and easier connections with people, because it's not necessary to do all that when you just met someone in the shop buying a pint of milk. You know, it's like, whoa, just chill. You can do that when you get to that point, like if someone asks you to marry them, or, you know, if you need to think about things that deeply, but until then you don't have to. And the Sun comes in to show, oh my goodness, this is much easier, this is much much more fulfilling and happy and much freer. So we got there in the end, thankfully. Yeah. So let's have a look now, because we're going to be doing your moon card. So moon card. These are really simple. Unfortunately, I haven't got the guidebook that goes with them because it was cheap off Temu. But they still serve a purpose. So your card is, I hope you can see this, just let it focus. And it says, take time to breathe out. Which kind of makes sense for what you've been through, Sagittarius. And if you want to look this up, you want to look up disseminating moon and see what that's about and how it can affect your moods and your cycles. And yeah, otherwise, thank you so much. It wasn't too bad this time. I'll let you off. I look forward to seeing you next time. Enjoy the journey.